Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria. If you watched this video and you enjoy it, don't be shy, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for any future videos on narcissistic abuse recovery and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy 2023. So excited for this new year. Today, we are going to get into my favorite topic, which is scapegoats. And we're going to talk about scapegoats who happen to be perfectionists and how that comes with a level of anxiety. So we have tons of videos out there and information about what scapegoats are, but just a quick overview for you. Scapegoat is someone in a narcissistic family dynamic. If we're dealing with triangulation, we have a narcissistic parent or a caretaker. We have siblings that we put into categories, and they will be the scapegoat sibling, the invisible child sibling, and the golden child. So the scapegoat is what we're concerned about today. The scapegoat gets the brunt end of the abuse. Everyone that is in the narcissistic family dynamic is going to be an extension of the narcissist, or so the narcissist thinks. So the scapegoat is someone that's not easily manipulated. It may be someone with a higher level of empathy. They're usually really great people, which is why it's my favorite topic to talk about. So the narcissist does not internally feel well, right? Narcissists don't actually like themselves. So because you are an extension of them, they want to make you feel as bad as they feel inside. And the scapegoat tends to get the bad end of this deal. Hopefully you are the scapegoat in the narcissistic family dynamic that has gone no contact and has broken generational curses, or at least is on your way. So when we're talking about scapegoats and the role of perfectionism, we're going to be talking about two different types of perfectionism. And you tell me what kind of perfectionism you think is associated with a scapegoat. So we have adaptive perfectionism and we have maladaptive perfectionism. Adaptive perfectionism is like a healthy bout of perfectionism where you are really researching a topic. You're doing the best you can. You have pressure on you to figure it out, but really you come from a level of abundance. You find joy in the process of learning, researching, and accomplishing these goals or whatever it is that you are doing. It's healthy. When we're talking about maladaptive perfectionists, we are talking about people that, if they do not complete this task correctly, that means that there is something internally wrong with them. It doesn't come from a place of abundance. It comes from a place of lacking. It comes from a place of, I have to prove my self-worth, or I don't mean anything. I am not worth it. It comes from a place of, I am not good enough unless I am the best. It means something about me. And if I do not do the best on X, Y, and Z, I am lacking in a person and who I am. So when we are looking at these two types of perfectionists, and we are thinking about what kind of role we filled as a scapegoat, it is easy to understand that a scapegoat most likely would fall into that maladaptive perfectionist role. Because a scapegoat always, with that deep-rooted sense of there's something wrong with me, but as a child, you just don't know what that is. You don't know what's wrong with you. You're kind of confused as to why you don't fit into your family dynamic, but you don't know exactly what's wrong with you. Along the line, you pick up this maladaptive perfectionism where we can control the outcome of how well we're doing. We can control the validation we get if we try so hard and we become this perfectionist unit, right? So when we look at this, and we talk about the control that we need in order to become these maladaptive perfectionists. This is where anxiety comes into play, because anxiety is that lack of control. So when we are trying to fill this role of this maladaptive perfectionist, perfection isn't actually, it doesn't actually exist, right? There is no such thing as always being perfect. So we are actually setting ourselves up for failure because we just can't live up to what it is that these standards that we are trying to live up to, right? So we cannot always be in control of the outcome of what is happening. It is absolutely inevitable that if you are a maladaptive perfectionist, you suffer from some level or sense of anxiety or the lack of control, right? So why is control so important? Control is something that you are probably lacking in your life. Probably there was chaos that went on in your childhood. There were people who were emotionally unavailable. The chaos may have also been going on in your mind. You didn't know why you were being treated that way, so you created narratives about yourself as to why you weren't good enough, why there was something wrong with you, why people weren't talking to you, why they were keeping things from you, why there was the silent treatment, right? So this sense of control feels good to someone who is a perfectionist. It feels good until there is a lack of control. And that's where the anxiety comes in. I think it's worth doing a deep dive into or journaling about why you have to be perfect. What does perfect mean to you? I'm sure that if you start researching this within yourself and journaling what it is that comes up, you have to be perfect because that's how you get people to accept you. That's how you get people to like you. That's how you feel good enough to be a contributing member of society. So these are all limiting beliefs that we can actually let go of. Maladaptive perfectionism is something we can heal from. It's just another part of our healing journey. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't be shy, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for any future videos on narcissistic abuse recovery and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And as always, I wish you guys all the love in the world. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and I wish you well guys. Until next week.